people. Outlawing other person.
Early Wednesday at the Milimani Law Courts, a contingent of security personnel was seen taking briefs and making rounds to strategize on how the precinct will be kept safe during the hearing of the presidential election petition. With the area marked and designated for various stakeholders, the officers are under strict instructions to ensure order all through. Meanwhile, the sub-registry set up to receive election petitions is yet to receive any. The case will be handled by a 7-judge bench headed by Chief Justice Martha Koome. Koome, who made history as the first female CJ in the country, boasts of over 34 years of experience. She has served for 18 years, where she was the head of Criminal Division of the Court of Appeal immediately before her appointment to the CJ position. Koome is an acclaimed advocate for human rights with a special focus on women's and children's rights. However, the CJ has also faced her fair share of criticism, the notable one being for the controversial night hearing, over which she presided in the wake of the disputed repeat general elections in 2017. Last year, she led the Supreme Court judges in quashing the BBI initiative that was a product of the handshake between President Uhuru Kenyatta and Azimio leader Raila Odinga. On the bench, we will also have Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu, who served as a Justice of the Supreme Court of Kenya, the Deputy Chief Justice of Kenya, and Vice President of the same court since October 2016. With a career spanning over 34 years, Mwilu has served in the Commercial Division in Nairobi, at the Eldoret High Court, and the Civil Appeals Sub-Division of the High Court, the Murder Section of the Criminal Division, and later headed the Environment and Land Division of the High Court. She also serves as the Judiciary Ombudsman. Justice Smokin Wanjala, on the other hand, served as a law lecturer before his Supreme Court appointment. He is an expert in land law, international law, human rights law, criminal law, and law of the sea. He was also an assistant director of the defunct Kenya Anti-Corruption Commission, KACC. Wanjala is also credited with compilation and writing of the Ndungu Report. On her part, Lady Justice Njoki Ndungu, an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, previously worked as a state counsel in the Office of the Attorney General, program officer at the Institute for Education in Democracy, and national protection officer at United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. She has also worked as a political analyst in conflict management at the African Union. She is also a former member of the Pan-African Parliament and of the 9th Parliament in the National Assembly of Kenya, where she sat in the Standing Committee on Defense and Foreign Affairs, Administration of Justice and Legal Affairs, and the Parliamentary Select Committee on the Constitution. She also sat as a member of the Committee of Experts that drafted the Kenyan Constitution and has received international and national recognition for her work. Justice Mohammed Ibrahim is also part of the 7 Supreme Court justices. He was appointed a judge of the inaugural Supreme Court of Kenya in June 2011 after an open and competitive interview. Until then, Justice Ibrahim had been a High Court judge since his appointment in May 2003, serving in Eldoret, Nairobi, and Mombasa. After the Kenya Constitution was promulgated in 2010, a judges vetting board chaired by Sharad Rao declared Ibrahim unfit to continue working as a judge because he had a backlog of 264 judgments ruling on applications and other matters. Justice Isaac Lenaola, on the other hand, joined judicial service in 2003 and worked as resident judge in Embu, Meru, Machakos, and Kakamega High Courts. As a High Court judge, Honorable Justice Lenaola also served as a commissioner at the Judicial Service Commission, JSC. Until his appointment as a judge of the Supreme Court, Judge Lenaola was the presiding judge of the Constitutional and Human Rights Division at the High Court in Milimani, Nairobi, where he rendered illuminating and groundbreaking decisions on human rights, devolution, and separation of powers, among other areas of jurisprudence. Lastly, we have Justice William Ouko, who served in different positions rising through the ranks to the office of the Registrar of the High Court and Accounting Officer of the Judiciary in 2002. He was elevated to the High Court as a judge in 2004 and served at Malindi, Meru, and Nakuru High Court stations. He was appointed as a Court of Appeal judge in 2012, and on 9th of March 2018, he was elected by his colleagues as the President of the Court of Appeal, where he served until June 2021, when he joined the Supreme Court. Philip Mrutu, K24, Nairobi.